Often, I feel like the comment sections in my videos can be like broken records. There's always at least a couple people asking me about my setup. What's that clock on your desk? What monitors are you using? What is that sound bar on your desk? And I just gave up on answering those questions. I do not reply to those questions anymore because it's just repetitive and boring. I don't want to deal with it. Now, some of my subscribers understand how I feel and they will answer those questions for me. Yes, I've answered those questions so many times in the comment sections that my subscribers know the equipment that I use for the most part, but people that are new to the channel do not. So I thought it would be a great idea to make a video that I could point everyone who is new to the channel to that shows them all of the equipment that I use for my studio desk setup. And yes, links will be included. The thing is, there's going to be so many links for this video. I'm going to put all the links on a separate web page. So in the description, there will be one link that takes you to all of the other links because I did not want to spam up the description of this video. Let's start off with what is probably the most eye-catching aspect of my setup, and that would be the dual monitor configuration I have for editing. So to the left, you can see a Dell 2715Q 27-inch 4K monitor. And to the right, you can see a Dell E2316HR 23-inch 1080p monitor. Both these monitors are mounted on a Vivo dual monitor desk mount stand. And I know some of you guys don't like the fact that the monitors are different sizes. I personally don't really mind it. After all, the secondary monitor is the secondary monitor, and there's nothing wrong, in my opinion, with it being smaller than the primary monitor. On my desktop, I run a dual boot configuration with Windows 10 Pro 64-bit and Ubuntu 16.04 64-bit. For my theming on Ubuntu, I use the Arc Dark theme with the Numix circle icons. Everything is nice and flat, and I have a nice flat background to go along with that. My desktop, which is the primary editing desktop, is a custom build, and I will give you guys a link to a supporting video for that. To sum it all up, the desktop is equipped with a 1050 Ti, which I just bought a couple weeks ago, an AMD FX 8350, which is still pretty good for editing. I haven't really run into too many limitations with it yet. I also have a 6TB Toshiba hard drive in there that holds all of our footage, a 650 gigabyte, I think it's 650 gigabyte Western Digital black drive for gaming, and a 500 gigabyte PNY solid state drive, which holds the OS and some important files. My desktop peripherals consist of a Logitech MK270 wireless keyboard and mouse combo, and this keyboard and mouse combo really has stood up to the test of time. I've had this for the past 3 years. I use it regularly. As you can see, it looks like there's very little wear on the keyboard and mouse. And for my soundbar, I have a ConnectLand 17-inch stereo soundbar that I bought off Amazon for 20 bucks, and for 20 bucks the quality of this thing was surprising. Very good build quality. It looks nice, blends in with my desk, and it provides crystal clear sound quality. Now let's talk about the number one attention grabber that I have on my desk. This is the most asked about object, and that would be my IN12B Nixie tube clock. I bought this off eBay as a kit. I believe in 2015 I put it together. It was a nice little project to refine my soldering skills. I had a lot of fun building it, and it looks really nice. The 6-digit kits, which is what I have, tend to be on the more expensive side, around 80 to 100 bucks, and a lot of people have a hard time justifying spending that much money on a clock. But you can get the 4-digit kits for pretty cheap. I believe 2 months ago, I bought a 4-digit kit for 40 bucks off eBay, and I did make a video about it. That video will be down in the supporting video links section. Additionally, I also have a Samsung Q2U USB microphone on my desk, and that's for recording voiceovers like this one. And if you look carefully, you can see a 10-port Orico USB hub. Before I transition over to the other side of my desk, I'm going to talk about some miscellaneous items, such as the red fan right next to my blue lamp. That is a Vornado Flippy V6. Speaking of the blue lamp, I have no idea what that is called, and I have no idea what to buy it. Got it on clearance at Target, and I also got the other lamp that I have next to my desk on clearance at Target. Now, both of these lamps are powered by a PV system I have in my backyard, which I do plan to expand before the end of this year to power some low power servers. You will notice that there's also a couple pieces of lab equipment on my desk. I have an Elenco power supply, a Stahl soldering station, a Dr. Meter power supply, along with a fume extractor. For recording in studio, I use a newer microphone kit paired with a InnoGear 48-volt phantom power supply. Right below the microphone arm, you can see the second most asked about thing on my desk, and that is the green rotary mat. Yes, that is called a rotary mat. You can get them on Amazon for, I think, about 30 bucks. I bought mine from Michael's. I had a 50% off coupon, so I got it for $20. And they're a pretty good surface to work on. I mainly use it just to protect the top of my desk. And the nice thing about a rotary mat is that it has grid lines on it. I don't have to break out a ruler to measure something. I can just put whatever I'm measuring on top of the mat and measure it that way. My daily driver laptop is a heavily modified Lenovo T430. Inside, I have a 3612QM quad-core processor with 8 threads, 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, a 120 gigabyte solid state drive. I have the 1600 by 900 screen on that, and I also modded in a T420 keyboard because I like the non-chiclet keyboard much better than the newer style Lenovo keyboards. I built a docking station for my ThinkPad in order to facilitate a seamless laptop to desktop experience. In that docking station, I'm using a LG 25-inch ultra-wide monitor, Dravo mechanical keyboard, I think it's a TechSmart mouse, and a laptop holder monitor arm combo. And last but not least, my desk is a RealSpace Broad Street contoured U-shaped desk with a 92-inch connecting bridge. Wow, that was a mouthful. If you guys couldn't tell, I was just reading that off the Office Max site. Yes, I did buy this desk in store at Office Max. It was an absolute pain to assemble, but it was worth it. I think this probably took me about 5 hours to assemble just because I couldn't find some tools or something like that. There was a whole fiasco. But this desk is gigantic. It's a U-shaped desk, so it completely surrounds you, and you just get a ton of desk space to work with. It's 250 bucks. Not a bad price for considering how big the desk is, and you get plenty of storage space. It comes with a couple drawers, keyboard holder, which I did remove because it was inconvenient. So that's going to be about it for this video. I hope this video answered any and all questions you had about my setup. I will eventually do a video equipment video where I tell you guys all of the video equipment that I use on a daily basis. For example, my camera, my tripod, lighting, etc., etc. But that is a video for another day. If you want to support me, you can go ahead and check out my Amazon or eBay affiliate links. You can also support me by checking out my Patreon page. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like on it. If you didn't like it, please tell me why. And of course, please do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with everything computers and technology, you can follow me on Facebook. And of course, I will see you guys in the next installment of Computers and Technology. Thanks for watching.